At its core, chemistry is the study of matter. What is it made up of, and how can we transform one type of matter into another type of matter? To really understand this, we need to understand matter at three different levels. Macroscopic, what we see every day. Microscopic, those tiniest little bits of matter that we can't see, but are the smallest units that make up the macroscopic matter that we can see. And finally, symbolic. We need a way to succinctly symbolize our ideas about the microscopic nature of matter so that we can easily convey what we are thinking about in terms of transformation of one type of matter to another. This is the symbolic language that we will use to describe what we understand about matter and atoms. Shown here are three different macroscopic views of carbon. We have diamond and graphite, which is what the pencil lead is made up of, and coal. Each of these different macroscopic bits of matter are made up of what we chemists call carbon. They have very different properties because of the way in which the carbon atoms are arranged within each of these types of matter. So if we zoom down to the microscopic view, we will see that each of these bits of macroscopic matter are made up of tiny little elements called atoms. And the atoms, in this case, are carbon atoms. The arrangement of those carbon atoms is different for diamond than it is for graphite, and again, than it is for coal. In fact, coal has more than just carbon atoms. The black dots, the black spheres, are carbon atoms. The white spheres are hydrogen atoms. The yellow spheres are sulfur atoms, and the red spheres are oxygen atoms, and the blue spheres are nitrogen atoms. And so coal is not entirely made up of just carbon, but it has lots of carbon in it. Pencil lead, or graphite, is all carbon atoms, but arranged in a sort of hexagonal pattern. Whereas diamond is all carbon atoms, arranged in what we call tetrahedrons, or each carbon atom has 4 other carbon atoms connected to it. The main point being that all macroscopic matter is made up of microscopic atoms, and the arrangement of those atoms will help to determine the properties of the macroscopic matter that we see. It's going to be convenient to have a shorthand way to symbolize the atoms that make up matter. To do this, we use letter codes for each of the different types of atom. So for instance, carbon will be a capital C. As you recall, coal contains several other types of atoms. The white balls were hydrogen, which we symbolize with a capital H. The blue balls were nitrogen, which we symbolize with a capital N. The red balls were oxygen, which we symbolize with a capital O. And the yellow balls were sulfur, which we symbolize with an S. The full set of element names and letter codes can be found in the periodic table. This is going to be a very useful tool for us as we move forward.